Hey guys, happy Halloween to everybody. This video is going to be talking about where my fitness life is at and where I'm going with it. It's not going to be edited, so I'm just going to be talking about random things, but I'm going to try to stay on topic. So let me get my eyes on the road and let's get started. By the way, I only drive with one hand regardless whether I'm on the phone or not, so don't worry about that. Anyhow, so let's first start talking about my fitness life and where I'm at and where I'm going. I don't know if you can notice, but I'm pretty much at my heaviest right now that I've ever been. But I'm not at my strongest that I've ever been. And the reason for that being is because, for one, I haven't been pushing as hard as I did back in my glory days in 2012 when I was bench pressing 315. And one of the reasons why I haven't been pushing a whole lot is because I've had injuries in the past that have affected my performance. I injured my back a while back, a long time ago, somewhere around 2012. I also injured my left rotator cuff, and that's just part of, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. It is what it is. Injuries can happen anywhere. It doesn't matter whether you work out or not. I mean, people get injured just walking out of their house. I mean, it happens. It is what it is. The way, I don't want to get too much into my injury, but the way that my injury happened was, my back injury was, I was working out with my workout weight. I was, deadlifting 365, and it was my workout weight. I mean, I can handle 365, which wasn't a whole lot for me. And I just kept doing set after set after set after set, and I was strong enough to do the weight, but my body could not handle it. In other words, the motor in me can handle the weight, the load, but my body just couldn't. The next day I thought I was sore, and then a week later, it was an injury, and I have to get an MRI for that, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I know it's bad, and I wake up with back pain in the morning sometimes, and sometimes I feel pretty good. And so really, that's one of the reasons why I changed to front squats more, because of my lower back pain. And I'm not able to, I can push, I can squat a lot, but my body, my back pain just can't handle it. So I just try to do what I can. I'm not trying to, go ape shit with it or whatever. My shoulder injury, the way that happened was, obviously I used to bench press a lot, and I'd go all the way down, and I was just pushing the limits of the bench press, and I think I did it on the incline. I don't remember how much weight I was doing on the incline, but it's irrelevant. I mean, especially on the incline, for me, going all the way down on the incline is just insane. If you can do it, if people can do it, I mean, more power to them, but really, you shouldn't be going all the way down. You should just get the stretch and go back up. But we're talking about back in 2010, 2012 when that happened, and I injured my rotator cuff. So that's that. I don't want to get more into injuries. So what's going on now with myself and fitness? Well, I don't want to really get stronger, because not like strong to where I used to be at. I'm just interested in having just some functional strength, so that I can stay healthy and strong. That's it. I'm not trying to be the next Mr. Olympia, or bench press 405 or whatever. I'm just trying to have a decent amount of strength and stay healthy. And another reason why I also quit lifting as hard as I used to is not only because of my injuries, but I was feeling lethargic, and I just didn't like, going to the gym and coming out of the gym, and I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't even feel like taking out the trash. I just didn't feel like doing anything. And it's like my whole life just revolved around exercise and working out and getting my protein shake and this and that. And I just didn't want to feel lethargic all the time. So I got to the point where I started doing, more reps on my squat, and I quit deadlifting for a while. I still recently started deadlifting again, but I don't do as much as I used to do. And the reason why I'm deadlifting occasionally is because I still want to, have a healthy back, even though my back is messed up. I want to get back into it just for functional strength, not because I think I'm going to break any personal records. And not too long ago, I almost did break a personal record in my squat and my 1 rep max. But the thing about that is I didn't want to push a lot on the squat and break personal records, because I realized that my lower back is just in really bad shape, and just back squatting a lot of weight is just not something that I'm looking forward to. So recently I started front squatting, and I can front squat quite a bit of weight, but the problem is, because I'm not used to it, my wrist flexibility is just not there. So until my wrist flexibility is a little bit better, I'm going to be able to push the front squat more. But I don't like using like the crossed. I know you can use the crossed version of it, but I don't like using the crossed version. I want to get used to being able to use my my wrist. So until my wrist flexibility gets to where I need to get it to, then I'll be able to front squat more. But that's just going to come with time. And even then, I'm not going to push a whole lot, because like I said, I wake up with back problems like all the time. So, in a nutshell, I'm just trying to, stay active. I haven't been playing basketball as much. I quit running because I started playing basketball back around March or February, and I was playing a lot and I was in great shape. But I quit doing that. I don't do it as much. I'll occasionally, once a week, once every 2 weeks, I'll play a game of basketball just to stay active. But I'm not active as much as I used to be in basketball.